Hello everybody to the Shattered Temple for a game between Germany's MYM Xlord playing against Team Dignitas's Sjow, the aggressive Terran player. So it should be a good game here. Pretty good map. We usually have some long macro games. Sjow is well known for his aggressive style, doing multiple drops at once, efficient multitasking, macroing behind it. And against the Zerg player, that usually leads to some pretty exciting games. So we'll see what happens here. For now, both players just going standard openings so far. Nothing of note to talk about yet. Sjow dropping his first supply depot close to his base, not walling off. So that's a little interesting. We'll see how he handles that. He might go for 2 barracks to block off the top of his ramp. Both players with delayed manner. But one way or another, you generally need to wall off against Zerg, so we'll see how he handles that. Probably going to drop his barracks right about now on 12, so okay, that's not even a full wall off. Well, maybe he's going for 2 axes? Nope. So it's a pretty standard opening, just with a unusual wall off. Meanwhile, back in the Zerg base, looks like he's going hatch first on 15. And he's not going hatch first on 15? No, he is going hatch first on 15, just with the other drone, sending this one out to scout. So let's follow this drone, see what Xlord sees. And there's some dead air. So both players opening up fairly standard. I'm curious to see what Sjow is going to do with this wall off here. Most likely we'll see an orbital command start right away. And there's a Marine. Okay, so he'll drop a tech lev here and a supply depot here, and it'll finish the wall off. So not bad, but it would be susceptible to maybe a 6 pull or even a 10 pull. But he should be okay now, since Xlord is opening up with the hatch first, throwing down his gas and spawning pull. Everything pretty standard so far. Interestingly, Sjow took his gas off to build a reactor. So 1 Rax with a reactor, and then taking all of his workers back off of gas onto minerals. So we'll probably see a lot of Marines and a quick expansion. I'm going to be surprised to see him drop a command center right about now. And there we go. So looking back over at Xlord's base, spawning pool about to finish. Not quite enough gas to start speed yet. And that's about it. No further tech. Both players still building workers, droning up. Standard 4 Zerglings coming out, 2 Queens at the same time, transferring some workers over. And Sjow, does Sjow know? What has Sjow seen? Sjow is known for not scouting. He's been said to do safe builds that don't require scouting. He's confident that he can hold off against any early cheese even without scouting. So it's pretty notable that he basically never scouts. Even right now, he has no idea where the Zerg player is. He may have some idea, since he hasn't seen an Overlord fly down here, which is something that most good players look for. But regardless, he generally doesn't send out any scouting workers. It would give him a slight worker advantage, a slight economic advantage. That 1 worker actually makes a large difference in the amount of minerals you get early. You wouldn't think so, but it has pretty notable impact on your economy. So looking back at everyone, Xlord halfway through speed, sending a few more Zerglings out, spreading creep, dropping some spine crawlers. He is aware of nothing. He doesn't know there's an expansion. He doesn't know about the reactor. So he's just playing it safe, dropping down a spine crawler and some extra lings. We'll see if he's aggressive with these. Both Queens down at the bottom expansion. So he's probably thinking that there will be Reactor Hellions. Reactor Hellions now are the go-to build for Terran versus Zerg. So most Zergs, by default, just prepare for it. 2 Queens down at the ramp to block it, 1 or 2 spine crawlers, and good creep spread. And that's the current state of the metagame. So that's what Xlord's anticipating now, but now we'll see him run by, see the expansion, see a bunch of Marines, and one Hellion, 2 Hellions, and now he sees the Reactor Hellion. So interesting build. Sjow gets the early reactor to make a lot of Marines and expand off of. Very mineral heavy build. Doesn't need a lot of gas, just the first 50 gas for the reactor, another 100 for the factory. And now we'll see him send out these Hellions to be aggressive. It's even this build, even if you don't kill a lot of drones, it's still very effective at regaining map control, since even speedlings have a hard time dealing with 4, 5, or 6 Hellions. And more importantly, we'll see if Sjow is paying attention. Generally, they'll patrol around and stop these creep tumors from spreading, and that's extremely annoying for a Zerg player and very essential. Good Zergs know that good creep spread is extremely valuable and essential part of their gameplay. Not only does it give you vision, it gives you more mobility. So by having these Hellions patrol around and stop that creep spread, it really helps late game pushes, mid and late game pushes by Terran. But now we'll see a bunch of roaches come out to chase away these Hellions. So that's one way to deal with this, is roaches. I'd be surprised if he stays on roach tech. Not many Zergs do for too long. Usually they'll transition back into Baneling Mutas, and most Terrans transition into Marine Siege Tank, which is most likely what we'll see Sjow do. But Sjow being very aggressive, or Xlord being very aggressive with these roaches, attacking this bunker, going up the ramp. The supply depots go up to stop him, but he probably will get this reactor down at least, which is 50 gas down. That's huge. Those take forever to build. And roaches going into the main. Sjow not reacting very much at all right now, sending his Hellions back up to attack. These roaches going for the tech lab that's researching stim. There'll be no stim, and more importantly, there'll be no marauders, which Sjow really needs right now. These roaches doing a ton of damage. Hellions not going to be able to kill them fast enough. Workers down to 33 for Sjow. So these 6, 7 roaches doing a ton of damage. Back in the front, more roaches attacking, killing everything. Speedling roach, sandwiching them, going up the ramp. Workers dying left and right. 16, 17 workers down. Show's in a lot of trouble here. 36 workers to 23. And now that the siege tank comes out, more Marines come. He will be able to push this back, but just more units streaming down for Sjow. 3 more roaches, 6 more Zerglings, and another hatchery, a macro hatch, not even expansion coming down. So Xlord's being super aggressive. He's just going to keep pressing his advantage. Marines going down. There, no bunker up, no marauders. They're going to have a hard time stopping this. More SCVs being pulled to help out with the defense, but it doesn't look good for Sjow right now. 21 workers down, more roaches streaming in, speedlings streaming in. This is it. This is it for Sjow. There's no way you can come back from this. He's too far down. 31 workers killed. 35 workers to 17. Xlord is just going to keep streaming in units. The command center gets lifted. All of these mules are going to go down. Not even a wall off, so not even worth lifting the supply depot. There's nothing left. +1, gonna finish, but there's no units to take advantage of it. One siege tank comes out, but it's probably not going to be enough. Xlord's just in cleanup mode right now. These roaches are going to kill everything. We have speedlings, roaches, more roaches, more roaches, more roaches, more speedlings. Just endless supply of Zerg units streaming into this base. More 44 workers down to 8 harvesters for Sjow. This is going to be GG any second now. There's just nothing Sjow can do to stop this. Xlord's just going to clean up everything, take this game. That's going to be it. Sjow holding on, and he calls GG. So good game there.